Hey, how are you? How's it going? Tell me about it in the comments. Today we have the Unus Annus tribute. A year ago today, a wonderful video was made, and that video was called An A.I Predicts How We're Going to Die. This video I really liked, and I feel like Mark and Ethan have like a collection of these videos that happen throughout Unus Annus where they would either be together in the same room looking at a computer, or once quarantine happened, that was exclusively their videos where they would be at their own respective homes and looking at things on the screen, looking at, websites, or, playing Mad Libs or whatever. Excuse the throat clearing. I just went for a run. I don't know if y'all get that post run mucus thing going on. Don't mean to be gross, but, facts. So, anyways, not the Rona. Not that I know of. Hope not. So this one I really liked anyways. So they did a few things. They were trying to sort of do like their obituaries on that website called Talk to Transformer. I remember whenever I was looking it up, whenever I had watched this video, not when it came out, but when I had watched it probably like 4 months ago, I remember like trying to find the Talk to Transformer site, but at the time it was like pay only. The owner and operator of it like needed money or something, or like needed to be paid for the service that he's providing, which like fair, like you made this wonderful AI for us to generate random text, like you should be compensated for it. So I just looked it up now though, actually, and it looks like there's like a free trial situation or like a free sample. And so it actually gave me an interesting little prompt and generated text. And I'll go into that later. I want to talk more about Mark and Eve's video because I think it was like so perfect and funny. And it was one of those pieces of how their personalities and the sort of like their sense of humor, like how different it was. Because like, so their prompts they wrote, I think they like one of them wrote a sentence and then the AI didn't really have enough to work with, or like they just wrote like a name and the AI was like, okay, you need to give me like a sentence, you need to give me something. So they wrote like a paragraph or whatever. And so the one that Mark generated, it was like some Who Killed Markiplier, like film noir. I think it was something about like, I think Mark had written something about like, oh, like he found the mysterious, like somebody had like stolen or killed Chica or something like awful, and like it made a whole like mysterious like, oh, we have to find the criminal sort of thing. And then Ethan wrote something about like his ass, and then it just totally like super porno, like super pornographic, like talking about like his ass getting pounded just over and over and all this stuff. And it was just funny, like the comments were talking about like how it was like a Wattpad pad. I don't know what that is. I guess there's writers that do like more just online dirty like writing or whatever. But it's just like really funny that like Eve's just became an ass fest basically. But yeah, it was a good one. And then I think Mark did another one that came out a little more goofy, and Eve did another one. So they were like just trying to write. Oh yeah, no, Mark did the one about Chica later. I think maybe, I don't know, or maybe Chica found his dead body. Definitely, like it was about how they had died, and they had wrote some sentences about how they had died, and then I think they went into different sort of things. See, isn't memory tricky? Like we don't have the video to know. I mean, there's probably could stitch it together with all the clips that are out on the internet. Probably somebody saved them, but it was just a really charming sort of thing, and it was like really interesting, and I really enjoyed it because then I found this Talk to Transformer AI, or like I think I had found a different website. I can't remember what. Can't find it anywhere on my phone, like memo, notepad, anything. So I don't know what I used, but it was actually really fun to type in a few sentences about something and see what it could generate. So, anyways, I went to that site again, and it gave like a demo sentence, but I think you could type in your own. And the demo sentence was, while not normally known for his musical talent, Elon Musk is releasing a debut album. And it generated for me the 46-year-old CEO of the Tesla Motors and SpaceX companies. and best-selling author, released a new song called Like a Rocket on Thursday. Musk teamed up with a band called Los Angeles Astronaut Status to record the song, which features lyrics about the first spaceship to enter Earth's atmosphere called a rocket ship. Excuse me? The video accompanying the song features a slow-motion montage of rockets launched and landed, with a short clip of a cherry red Tesla on the floor of an astronaut's, and then it's done. So the way that these AI seem to work is like they generate so much, and then I think you can continue to like ask it to prompt it to do more. Maybe if I click on that, oh no, it didn't work. But yeah, I clicked generate another because I thought there was a button to do like generate more text, but that wasn't the case. But I wonder if you like copy pasted if it would, follow. And now it's like releasing it, and it made a whole nother thing that he's releasing the album next week. Collaborative project called Asteroid, and asteroid is misspelled. It's Astroid, which I think, isn't there an E in there? Isn't there supposed to be an E in there? Don't know. Asteroid Boys Moon. Like, what is this? So anyways, it's a fun little AI, and there's like a lot of alternate ones. There's a lot of like different ones as well. But that's all I really have to say on Mark and Eve's video. I'm going to talk a little bit about my day today because I had a pretty good day, and I hope you did too. I got up, I got a few things done around the apartment, some appointments and things kind of scheduled and shuffled and whatnot. And then one of my friends works at a local restaurant and suggested to me that they might be looking for servers. So I went ahead and went there and filled an application and talked to the owner, who was incredibly nice and very professional and like very considerate. And I was very happy I went, even though they aren't looking for service at this time. I was just happy to kind of go there and also to see my friend and just like vibe, man. Like, it was a chill day. And then I got a few other errands done, run and done, man. Like, I killed it. Like, and I came home and I was like, I'm gonna eat like a banana. And then like I got hit with like a binge eating episode. Like, I saw everything. I was like hungry. I hadn't eaten but like some toast and then that banana like today. So I'm like, girl, gotta eat. But like, I was like, I need to get a run in. And sometimes when I eat before I do something, I get like tired and sluggish and just want to sleep. And I'm like, I gotta do this run. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna freaking go and get the run. My phone even died towards the end of it. So like, I didn't even like get to see like exactly what my time was, because I felt like I was actually making pretty good time. But it, since it died a few minutes before, whatever. Anyways, that aside, run done. It was great. It was good to get a run in. I actually ran in just a t-shirt, and it's so cold outside. There's actually like a pretty good motivator to keep me going, because like, y'all, when it is cold out, like, and you just like are like, just get this run done and get back into your apartment. It's nice and cozy there. Like, that worked for me today. Okay. Like, and then I remembered my mom brought me some nice chopped salads from like Aldi or whatever. I was like, ooh, I gotta get those, because I am the worst at just letting greens turn to mush in my crisper, my veggie drawer, whatever you want to call it. So I actually pulled this one out that like is kind of looking a little soggy, but actually it's like the Southwest salad, and like I think the best by date was like nearly a week ago, so it was definitely like needing to get used. But honestly, like, it has so many little like cabbagey pieces in it. It almost, like, I know it's like not super fresh, but it almost gives me like the kind of tangy picklediness of like that I like in pickled onions, or like, kind of like it's like, it's coleslaw-y. I don't know. It's fine. It's great. I'm enjoying this. I'm having that, and I'm also drinking local with Citywide from Four Hands again. They are really great. And these, I think, were just free from work at the Fox back in March. My boss was like, we can't return these because they're out of the package, and they're going to go bad by the time we theoretically reopen. So here I am. with a free beer and free salad. And I got some leftovers in the oven I'm going to pull after this video. So that's a nice thing. Like, it's just like, I think a lot about like how so much, you know, like the idea of what is free, or how a lot of things like could theoretically go to waste. Like, honestly, with these beers, what happened was like one of our coolers actually also went out too. And whenever a cooler goes out in some beer production, some service, you don't let beer go warm and then cold again. Some people say it makes it skunky, but truthfully, that's not really a thing. I looked into it. Okay, did my research. It can affect the flavor of a beer, but what it really does and why it's no longer acceptable to serve is because it's kept at a cool temperature to keep the flavors intact. And if it kind of fluctuates in temperature, then it can affect the flavors, dampen the flavors. Or, I mean, I guess in some cases, yeah, the beer could like taste skunky, but like beer already tastes like beer, so like I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like unless it's like a really specific craft beer, dude, beer is beer. So anyways, I was thinking about it a lot today too with like this salad and the other things I said the other day about how there's a lot of food waste because there's confusion of like Best By and Use By labels. But honestly, also there's a lot of food waste because corporations are just greedy and they won't feed people that need food, or there's not the distribution to get food to people in need. Like, there are reasons for it, but I feel like there's a lot of capitalistic reasons why corporations won't just hand out food, even if it's about to go bad. I don't understand it. Like, I mean, also, how do you distribute that? But like, the fact that everything always has to, you have to, people always, like, the first question that comes to people's mind is like, oh, what's the cost? You know, who's going to get something out of it? And I don't think that's the right questions to be asking. I think it's, how can we give most benefit to society in the most efficient way, or how can we use the resources that we have in an effective way to help people? Like, I don't know why that's not the question being asked, why it's about how can we profit off of this, how can we make this product get to people who will pay for it, like why everything always has to be tied to money instead of like taking other things into consideration, like just getting people food, you know, like why does it have to be your family or friends or like a favor for you to get something that is free, even though obviously it costs somebody something somewhere. But like, I don't know, I think it's like a weird, interesting, like sort of concept that we don't think about, and I think it's important to think about those sorts of things. So anyways, I'm gonna eat my food. I did have one other throwback to another video I'm gonna tie in here. I know this is just the hodgepodge of videos, right? But the other day when I was drawing memes, I forgot, and I remembered after I finished filming that, oh, I think they also drew the Here Come That Boy frog. But I just real quick need to like give a big shout out to my friend Quill, who made me this wonderful envelope years ago, and I still held on to it. Because it's darling, and it's actually been quite useful for me in the last few years. So anyways, but I just needed to show off this beautiful original art that I got from my friends, and they did an excellent job of just doing the little froggo boy, and we have a little bit of a inside joke as well of like, instead of here come that boy, here come that hoy. I love that shit. So anyways, I feel like that might have been all I really had to say today. I kind of talked all around, but you know, good days is good days, and I feel like I'm really grasping the Unus Annus spirit in these sorts of days, and that's a nice thing to feel. So, anyways, enjoy you some Talk to Transformer, or some, hopefully, if you have some goodies in your house. Like I did. So, I don't know. I don't really have a way to end this video. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!